Okay, let's start. So yesterday we started a review of the tenses we have learned so far. So now I'll do a very quick revision of what we did yesterday. Remember the first tense was present simple. The construction of present simple, remember it's subject, verb, and object, right? For example, I work here every day. Right? This is the present simple. Then you have the negative construction. Remember, it's, for example, subject, do or does not, and the verb. For example, I don't work here every day. Okay? And then the next one is interrogative. Remember, the construction was do or does, the subject, verb, and don't forget, question mark. So for example, do I work here every day? So this was present simple. We use the present simple to talk about facts, truths, things that are always true, things that are always like that. We use the present simple. And we use it to talk about things that happen regularly, often, always, every day, every week, every year, etc. They happen regularly. For example, the sun rises every morning, you see. We study Dhamma every day. Okay. Then we had some affirmative examples, negative examples. Okay, I won't go through that. Common expressions are, for example, daily, weekly, every day, every month, every year, regularly, right? This is usually connected to the present simple. Okay. Present continuous. Construction. Subject, verb to be, and then the verb with ing, right? I am working. I am working. Okay. Negative is subject to be and then not, and the verb with ing. I am not working. And interrogative is to be, subject, and verb with ing, and don't forget, question mark. Am I working? So this is uses. Let me put uses. Used for expressing an action that is happening right now in the present. And an action that is happening and is not yet finished. For example, I am studying English right now. Something that is happening right now in the present. Or negative, the dog is not eating right now. Okay? Interrogative, am I making sense? Are you doing your work? Are they talking? You see, all these are interrogative forms of the present continuous. Some common expressions, for example, right now, at the moment, yes. Even you might see, for example, this week, I am doing this. Even though you're not doing it in the very present, if you take this week as the present, then you can use present continuous. Let me explain this to you today. For example, if I say, right now, I am talking. Okay? I'm taking the present. The present is right now, the present moment, right? But I can also say, for example, this year, or let me not go so far. This or today, I am studying Vinaya. You see, I can say I am studying. And I'm talking about today as if it was the present moment. Okay? Today I'm studying Vinaya. Even though today is a long period, right? It's not right now. Maybe now I'm not studying Vinaya, but I take today as the present and I say today I'm studying Vinaya. And here you can talk about an action that an action in the near future. In the near future, for example, I'm going for lunch. You know? I'm going for lunch. It means in the near future, I will go. Okay? So even you can say, for example, under this heading, you can say, for example, tonight, it's still not night, but tonight I'm going to see the teacher. You can say that. You don't need to use future. Tonight I will go see the teacher. You don't need to say that. Yes, for example, tonight I'm going to see the teacher. It's near future. So you can use present continuous.
So this situation has a plan.
Plan.
Yeah, we have
Mm-hmm.
situation.
You have a plan.
Yeah. And near farm. And
Near the future. Near future.
We use continuous.
If you have a plan in the future, you can even say, let's say you have a plan for your vacations, right? So on my next vacations, here, if it's not near future, you will say, I will do this and that. I will go. For example, I will go, I will study, etc. But if it's something like in the near future, even if your vacations are near, you can say, I'm going to go to Thailand. I'm going to go to Thailand. Because it's near future. And again, this perception of time is relative. It's relative. This is what I want to explain to you today. It's relative. So right now, in this sentence, right now is taken as the present. Today is taken as the present. You see? But I can also say this year, I am learning this year I'm learning English in IIT. You take this year as if it was the present. You understand? Sorry. You expand the present to encompass the whole year. The whole year is the present. This year I'm doing this. You can say that. Even though this year is a long period of time, but you can, by paying attention to it as the present, then you can say like that. This year I'm studying the first semester of the Nisaya Motaka course. Yeah, you can say that. Present continuous. You see, this year I am studying. Even a long period of time. In this life, I am, you understand? In this life, you take it as the present moment. In this life, I am learning Dharma, or I'm making merit. For example, I'm making merit, or I'm trying to attain Nibbana. For example, in this life, I am trying, you see?
I am trying.
And in this life, you take it as almost like the present moment. Okay? So the present is relative. It doesn't mean it's a short period of time. It's just how you pay attention. It's relative. And then if you talk about the next, for example, in this life, in the next life, then it's better you use I will. Then it's future, okay? So, yeah. And in the near future, for example, near future, You have, for example, like tonight. For example, tonight I'm going to chant Parita. For example, chant Parita.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'm going to wake up early. To wake up early. So you see, even though it's tomorrow, you can still pay attention to it as the near future and use present continuous. Okay, past simple. Construction. Subject. Verb in the past. Verb in the past could be with, if it's a regular verb, we add ed, right? Ed, like this, right? If it's an irregular verb, then it depends, right? It depends. They change, right? So, for example, I did my homework. You see, I did. Simple past. I did my homework with my friend. If it's negative, I did not do. Be careful with this do. Even though it's past, the past is already expressed in this verb, auxiliary verb, helping verb. This verb is already in the past, so do becomes in its normal form. So be careful with this. Many people make mistake. Interrogative. Did comes to front. Did subject and verb not in the past. With the question mark, don't forget it. Did I do my homework with my friend? Did I do? This is the construction here you have to follow. Did you do? And it's did for any pronouns. Did they do? Did we do? Did he do? All of them. Okay. We use past simple to talk about an action that happened in the past, especially not connected to the present. Yesterday, these are common expressions. Yesterday, last month, last week, last year, whatever you perceive as past. Examples, we had affirmative. Okay, we don't need to go through this, I think. Okay. Here's some vocabulary. Now, today, let me go on this with this revision. And today, past continuous. What is past continuous? Construction. What is the construction of past continuous? First we have affirmative, subject, the verb to be, I am, for example. Past continuous, it's the verb to be in the past. Yeah, so it's either was or were, yeah. This is the verb to be. It's irregular verb, this is why it looks so different, no? And then I was, verb with ing. Okay. For example, yesterday I was working on my new project. Yesterday I was working on my new project. Okay? What about negative? Negative past continuous. We have also subject. The verb to be, no. What? I was, yes, the verb to be in the past. So maybe I can directly put was or were, no? Do you understand? Was or were. Was or were. And not. And then the verb with ing and finished. Okay. Negative. and nothing else. Give me an example. We, now we follow the construction. We were not what? We were not studying diligently enough. Last week. Okay. What about interrogative? What is the interrogative? Be careful. Was, were? Was or were? Yeah. Was or were, and then what? Subject, yes. Indiriação varo, yes. And then what? Verb with ing, no? And then? Yeah. Question mark. Question mark. So give me an example.
Were you teacher last year?
Were you teaching last year? Yeah, were you teaching last year? Last year. Were you teaching? You see, be careful here, a little tricky. Were you teaching last year? So we use this for what? Past continuous. We talk about, to talk about an action in the past. What? Not connected to the present is like past simple, but it's a past continuous, talks about an action that was happening. That an action, you see, to explain the past continuous, you have to use past continuous. To talk about an action that was happening in the past. Okay? And has ended. It's usually something that is not happening anymore in the present. It was happening in the past for a period of time. It was happening in the past for a period of time. For a period of time. We also use it to, for example, if you want to talk about something that happened in the past, but you can use the past continuous to explain when did it happen. You know, like Bhavalakana in Pali, like Bhavalakana. For example, when I was reciting the sutta, I felt. Then you need a past here. I felt very happy. Yeah, you can say that. Here the main, very is like this, very. The main part of the sentence, the most important thing is that I felt happy. This is what you want to say. I felt happy in the past. But you use the past continuous to say when. When did it happen? When I was reciting the sutta. That's the moment I felt happy. You understand? So you use it to express time. When did it happen? When did an action happen in the past? For example, here, to talk or to show at what time or when something happened in the past. Okay? Can you give me one more example like this? For example, something happened in the past. For example,
The first semester.
the first semester?
The first
I was, for example, you could say,
When I
Hmm?
was
oh, for example, I was living in Myanmar when I heard about IIT. You understand?
yes.
I heard about IIT. That's what happened. You see, it's simple past. I heard. And not I was hearing. I heard. It's something that happens one time. No? I heard about IIT. When? When I was living in Myanmar. See, you can put when over here or in the beginning. You see? When I was reciting the sutta, I felt very happy. Or I was reciting the sutta when I felt very happy. You can also say it like this, you see? When over there, in the middle of the sentence, connecting two sentences. You can also do it like that. Okay? So a bit of the uses of past continuous.
Wow.
Why? When?
I was wow.
While, yes. When I was reciting the sutta or while I was reciting the sutta also, okay. While. So while I was driving. Yeah, while I was driving on the road, I saw a huge tusker. Tusker, no? Tusker is an elephant with tusks. Yeah, like that. While I was driving on the road, I saw a huge tusker. Yeah, you saw this elephant. Yeah, you saw this elephant with big tusks and it's very big. And you saw it in the past during this action of driving. Right?
To be arise.
Two things? Yeah, in the past, the action of driving happened for a while. And in this action, within this period of time, this happened. I saw a huge tusker.
Sorry.
Ah.
Between two sentences, which is main sentence.
Which is the main sentence? I think is this one. I saw a huge tusker. That's the main event. The main event. This is just to say when. When did it happen?
When I was driving on the road,
Mm.
that sentence explained me what happened.
Explains like what time? When? When did the other action happen, right? So now you give me some examples. So first with affirmative. Let's go around, starting with Punyagam. Affirmative, for example, past continuous. You can use it like this or
Why I
okay, while I was camping. Coming.
to Sri Lanka,
While I was coming to Sri Lanka,
I saw Sri Lanka monk
a Sri Lankan monk
at the Kuala Lumpur
at the Kuala Lumpur,
airport
Malaysia airport in Malaysia. Okay, yeah. While I was coming to Sri Lanka, I saw a Sri Lankan monk, not this monk, at the Kuala Lumpur airport in Malaysia. Good. Diraloka. When I was 7 years old, I think this will be past, no? When I was 7 years old,
He goes studying.
I was studying, okay, studying
Grade 2.
in grade 2. I was studying in grade 2 when I was 7 years old. I was studying in grade 2. Okay, it works, yeah. Good. When I was 7 years old, I was studying grade 2. Yeah, it works. Huh?
Primary school.
Primary school, right? Grade 2 of primary school. Or elementary school. Okay. Supabas.
No.
Okay, Santavach.
I
I was living in Thailand
when I
past simple you can use.
studied
When I studied English. Or you can say when I started studying. Started studying English by myself. Very difficult by yourself. I was living in Thailand when I started studying English by myself. Yes. I started. This is simple past. It's something that you started studying. Even though studying is with ing, but here I started. It's something that happened, not continuous. It's past simple. I started studying English by myself. Okay, so Babas.
when
When we were arriving at we were arriving in Sri Lanka. At Colombo's airport.
Devananda teacher
The teacher Devananda was
us.
you can say he picked us up. Picked us up. Picked us up. Yeah, you can say it like picked us up. Yes, picked us up. Picked us up. Okay, picked us up. No, picked us up means from the airport, at the airport, and then brought us to IIT. And brought us to IIT. When we were arriving at Colombo airport, the teacher Devananda, this should be lowercase. The teacher Devananda picked us up and brought us to IIT. Yeah, this is, see, we were arriving, past continuous, and here picked us up. This is a phrasal verb, to pick up. Let me put here, we start building vocab. To pick up. It's a phrasal verb, you need this up. Pick up.
The main words.
The verb,
Main word.
pick. The main word is pick. But just to pick, this is a phrasal verb. You need up. You need up. Pick up. So you can pick up. To pick up. We've discussed this verb already. To pick something up like this. It's okay. Yes. So when you have like this a phrasal verb, pick up, you can say you can put the object in between. To pick something up. To pick something up. Or to pick someone up. To pick someone up.
And they can say like differently.
It is pick,
Pick up.
pick, and up.
Doesn't mean up.
Pick some and up.
No, no, no. No, no. Up doesn't mean up. Here in phrasal verbs, it doesn't literally means what it says. For example, if you're a driver in a car, you go pick someone up. You go to their house, you stop, and they come in a car. This is picking them up. Doesn't mean you will do like this. Okay? This is picking up. Okay, picking
You
up.
can say like this. Pick up to us.
To pick us up. To pick up us.
To us. Okay.
The two.
Some cases I see the object after up, to pick up something. You should pick up something. Yeah, in some cases we use. But for example, to pick us up, if you say to pick up us, he came to pick us up. He came to pick. The most natural is pick us up. Pick us up.
Yeah.
To pick up us. To pick up us. Not sure it's correct. To pick us up. I need to investigate maybe. To pick up. Most of the time is like this. To pick someone up. To pick something up. Okay? So when we were arriving at Colombo's airport, the teacher Devananda picked us up and brought us to IIT. Yes. Okay, Bante, your turn. Okay, anyone?
While I was going to the study hall, I saw the dog,
I saw the dog sleeping
on the way.
on the way. Okay. While I was going to the dining hall, I saw the dog sleeping on the way. Yes, I saw. You see, it's simple past. And I was going, past continuous. Good. Bante.
When I was 20 years old,
When I was 20 years old, I started. Past simple. I started. No, starting. No, cannot put starting. I started listening to Dhamma. Huh? To? Dhamma, no? Dhamma? Yeah, when I was 20 years old, I started listening to Dhamma. Yes, good. Here it's the beginning of the action. I started listening. And when did it happen? When I was 20 years old. Okay, good. Jnana Sawar. Yesterday. Then it will be past, I think. Oh no. Okay, depends. Go on.
Cooking in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Cooking.
Yesterday I was cooking in the kitchen. In the kitchen. Yesterday I was cooking in the kitchen.
What happened?
And then what happened? You can say something.
At that time,
Okay, at that time, when yesterday I was cooking in the kitchen. When?
when you teaching,
Yeah, for example, I was cooking in the kitchen when.
you were teaching English.
Even you can use another continuous here, for example. I was cooking in the kitchen when the English class was going on. Yeah, you can say like that. Yesterday, I was cooking in the kitchen when the English class was going on. You see two things happening at the same time. Yeah. Okay. Also, Damadot.
when I
When I was
was coming to class,
hmm,
English,
English class,
English class, I think,
I took. No, you cannot say present. Must be past.
book
My book? I took my book and pen. I took my book and pen and came to the lecture hall. Okay. When I was coming to English class, I took my book and pen. But you took it before coming. Right?
Yes.
So when I was coming, this didn't happen. So this is a little awkward, a little strange. Doesn't make much sense, right? When I was coming to English class, I took my book and pen.
The
Mm.
last tense happened.
Happened almost like so this is happening, this should happen before you came to class, not during the action of coming, right? But okay, in a way it also makes sense. If you're preparing to go, it's like coming.
This was I walk.
Here it would make more sense, for example, like this. For example, right before I came to English class, I took my book and pen. You understand? Right before I came, then this is simple past, I took my book and pen. You see, this also works. Huh? Right before means, right means like, yeah, very near, very, just some emphasis. Right before. Short time before, like that. Hmm? Try another one. Second round. Second attempt. Second attempt. You know this word attempt? Attempt is like try. This is a noun, okay? Like means like try. Second try. Try again. When I when I you need the verb to be. Yes. Coming to IIT. I exam? Like exam? You need a verb here. You need a verb. I started, past, started. I started. Land? Learning. Ah, I started to learn. Okay, I started to learn English. When I was coming to IIT, I started to, here you can say, I started learning English. Okay, when I was coming to IIT, I started learning English. Okay, good. Now, negative. Also, negative. Let's go quickly. Boom, 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 boom. Negative, be careful. The construction, I'll keep it here, no? Like yesterday, I was putting it here. Now, negative here, see? How do you say negative? I'll give you one example, okay? Okay. He was not going.
to chanting.
He was not going for chanting. For chanting.
When
When the Buddha statue.
came.
Okay, came or returned. He was not going for chanting when the Buddha statue returned.
Because he was busy.
Because he was busy. But then it would be more like he didn't go for chanting when when the Buddha statue came back, returned, he did not go for chanting. It's not very smooth. For example, when the teacher came into the room, the students were not studying. This works, you see. When the teacher came into the room, the students were not studying. He was not going for chanting. Yeah, this one I'm not very satisfied. Try again.
Last night. I was not studying. I was not studying. Because I did massage.
I had a massage. I had a massage. Did is like when you do the massage, like you give a massage. But if you receive the massage, then you had a massage. So then you had not had a massage. I gave Bhante Devananda a massage. I gave Bhante Devananda a massage. Last night I was not studying. Again, I'm not satisfied. No. Last night I did not study. This is simple past. I did not study. because I gave Bhante Devananda massage. You know, it's not, you gave Bhante Devananda massage during the action of not studying. It's a little, it didn't work. Last night I did not study because I gave Bhante Devananda massage. Yeah, this works in simple past. I did not study.
According to structure only, right? No structure.
Chứ cái tiểu sạch chứ.
No, did.
No, he followed the structure okay. The structure he followed is okay. It's just something else, something more subtle. It's difficult. Even I don't know how to explain to you why it's wrong. But you understand, like, you gave... I was not studying.
Why I
Wow.
why I giving the
While I was giving Bhante a massage, but then remember it's negative, no?
tense is negative.
You need a negative, past continuous negative.
But he wasn't.
He was?
He wasn't.
He was not?
He was not.
He was not?
He was not coming.
Ah, he wasn't coming.
Like we.
But how do you give him a massage if he's not there? Yeah. So then while I was waiting to give Bhante a massage, yeah, he was not coming. He was maybe while I was waiting to give Bhante a massage, he was not coming. While I was waiting, so hot.
If we help someone, we should go massage Bhante and then he don't come like that.
He was not coming, no?
Uh,
He was not coming is okay. He was not coming.
Together. But someone didn't come. When
Someone else.
Yeah.
While I was waiting to give Bhante a massage, he was not coming. For example, while I was waiting to give not you were already massaging? So while I was massaging Bhante, my friend was not coming. My friend was not coming.
When I was massaging one day,
While I was massaging Bhante, my friend was not coming.
he wasn't saying anything.
Ah, yeah, this one works. He was not saying anything. This one worked. While I was massaging Bhante, my friend, no. He, massaging Bhante, he was not saying anything. Okay, yeah, this one. So here you have past continuous, and you have past continuous in the negative sense. So one action is happening while the other action is not happening. Something like that. So this one works. You see, past continuous with past continuous. One in the negative, one in the positive. For example, easy. Another example is, I was talking, but you were not listening. You see, easy. I was talking, but you were not listening. Huh? See, I was talking. Sorry, this one. I was talking. Yes, past continuous. I was talking, but you were not listening. So also past continuous in the negative sense. I was talking, but you were not listening. You can also, you see here I didn't say while. I just said I was talking, but you were not listening. Okay. Diralo. When
Mr. Mahindra Rajapaksa.
Mr. Huh? Mr. what?
Mr. Rajapaksa
Mr. R.
appointed
Appointed something. You need something like appointed something as. No?
Sri Lanka.
Ah, he was appointed. He was appointed as.
The previous
Passive, no? He was appointed. When this Mr. was appointed as
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lankan president.
Peace talks.
Sorry?
Peace talks
Peace talks.
was collapsing.
Peace talks were, no? No? The peace talks
Peace talks
was
some collapsing.
collapsing,
Not collapsing.
not collapsing.
Was
Ah,
for
when he was appointed as the Sri Lankan president, peace talks then were not, because it's more than one talk, no? So were, plural. The talks, right? The talks, no? So peace talks were not collapsing. Collapsing means like we're not being interrupted. Something like that, right? This means the peace talks continued. They kept on going, right? Yeah, okay.
the same words. Collapse.
Huh? Collapsing is like falling apart.
Interrupt.
Interrupted is like stop. Something that's supposed to go on but is interrupted. But it's stopped. It's interrupted
Between the LTTM.
between
The LTTM. The
LTT
and
and
Sri Lankan government.
Sri Lankan and the Sri Lankan government. These are two sides, no? LTTN and the Sri Lankan government. Okay. When Mr. R was appointed as Sri Lankan president, you see, when he was appointed, peace talks were not being interrupted between the LTTN and the Sri Lankan government. Okay. Peace talks were not being interrupted when he was appointed as Sri Lankan president. Okay. Santavaj.
When I was studying, I was not sleeping.
When I was studying, I was not sleeping, sure. And when I was sleeping,
When I was sleeping, I don't.
I was not studying. When I was studying, I was not sleeping. And when I was sleeping, I was not studying. Good. 100. Supavaso.
last Sunday.
Last Sunday,
Teacher
the teacher
was going to Colombo.
wait. Last Sunday, the teacher was going to Colombo. Then you need like, you cannot just say I.
Why?
You have to say when I or and I, or you need something like there to connect.
And
And I,
was not arranged.
arranging what? Arranging what? You also feel the need for an object over here. Arranging. Was not arranging what?
Sometime arranged. How do you say?
Mental.
Hmm?
Mental. 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 M-A-T-T-E-R.
Matter. Matter like this?
Matter? No.
No.
Material
Material?
or one day.
You gotta say things, no?
Think.
Arranging things. I was not arranging things for him.
Yes, for
You mean you were not arranging things? You mean by like the pinnapata and things like that? The juice, things like that?
no one day.
Or you were not arranging what,
Normally, before he leave,
before he leaves?
I have to arrange.
Ah, yes. Prepare his bag. Yeah. Toothbrush.
His
Uh-huh. So last time you didn't do that. So last Sunday, the teacher was going to Colombo and I was not arranging things for him.
makes sense or not?
Last Sunday, the teacher was going to Colombo. This means he had not left yet. He's still in the monastery. He's going. This is near future. Right? Near future. The teacher was going to Colombo.
Okay, new sentence.
Last Sunday, the teacher was going to Colombo, and I was not arranging things for him.
Before listen for
Then it's I did not arrange things for him before he left.
When I was studying,
Second round.
when I was studying this, I was not writing.
When I was studying English, I was not writing. I was not writing the words properly, for example.
Yes.
Yeah, then it's okay. This one I liked it. This one was a little awkward. Last Sunday the teacher was going to Colombo and I was not arranging things for him. I think it's also okay. I'll leave it there. Okay. Bante, your turn. Huh? Did I skip Santa Bacha? No, right? You did it, right? Santa Bacha did. When I was studying, I was not sleeping like that. When I was going pilgrimage. When I was going We may say, I was going for pilgrimage. I was going on pilgrimage. On pilgrimage in India.
India. And I was not
I was not
knowing
knowing, like this.
Indian people
Indian people.
follow many religion.
But then I was not knowing. Here you have to say, I did not know. When I was going on pilgrimage in India, I did not know Indians followed so many religions. For example, when I was going on pilgrimage in India, I did not know Indians followed so many religions. I was not knowing doesn't work here, but yeah, I was not knowing. You cannot say it like this. Try another. This one is difficult, no? Most people are having difficulty with this.
Should be negative. Should be positive. The past continuous.
Sorry, past continuous.
Negative. Should if the past continuous positive together like that.
I think not necessarily. It can be, but not necessarily like that. For example,
Or past simple with past continuous it negative like that.
past simple with the past continuous in a negative sense. I think you can also do that. Yeah, it's a little difficult to come up with an example.
When I was
Ah.
opening the fan,
When I was turning the fan on,
it was not working.
when I was turning the fan on, it was not working.
So
Maybe I need to investigate a bit about this. A little, yeah, sometimes it sounds awkward.
it wasn't working.
It was not working. Yeah, this is correct for sure. It was not working. It was not working when I tried. Like simple past. When I tried to write, but it was not working. You can say that. I tried to call him, but he was not answering. Yeah, this is maybe a little difficult. Try one more, Bante. Someone, Bante or also? Let's finish. I was not something like that.
While I was studying English,
While I was studying English,
was not.
I was not paying attention.
I
While I was studying, no, while I was
studying English class,
while I was studying in the English class,
I was not going to clean the dining hall first.
I was not going to clean the dining hall first. Ah, fast? Fast?
Yeah.
Ah, fast.
Maybe less.
Huh?
Fast maybe less. Not fast, maybe less.
I don't understand. How do you spell it? First. Ah, first. You have to say first. First, yeah, first. Cleaning the dining hall first. Okay. While I was studying in the English class, I was not going to clean the dining hall first. While I was studying in the English class.
He means he go to clean the dining hall is late.
I was not going to clean the dining hall first. It's a little strange, no? What?
Then he means he go to clean the dining hall late. Because he study.
We go to clean the dining hall late.
Yes.
Maybe not late, maybe I say not fast.
Not first. First or fast? No. Fast is this, fast. Fast is this, fast. Not quickly. Slowly. It's just each sentence is correct, everyone is doing correctly. It's just sometimes they don't match very well. They don't match very well. But okay, let's keep on going. Jana Samvar.
While I was
While I was cooking,
I was not know that how to season.
I was not. Sorry?
I was not how to
I was not. You need a verb. You need a verb. I was not.
season it.
How to season.
Season.
Uh-huh. So then you say, for example,
I was not too happy. All of that.
while I was cooking. Okay, I'll do it like that, okay? While I was cooking yesterday, while I was cooking a new dish yesterday, I was.
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah. While I was cooking a new dish yesterday, I was not.
You see.
I was not. What about this? I was not being able to. I was not being able.
To take.
I was not being able to. Well, I was cooking a new dish yesterday. I was not being able to figure out the right seasoning. Okay. It was difficult. Well, I was cooking a new dish yesterday, so this action was happening while I was cooking. I was not being able, you see, I was not being, the verb to be here. I was not being able, to be able, no? Sakoti, right? I was not being able, also another thing happening. I was not being able to figure out. Figure out, you know? Figure out is to calculate? No. Figure out is to like solve a problem. To figure out. It's another phrasal verb, you see. Figure out. It's here, phrasal verb. This means to like solve a problem. To find the solution to a problem. To figure out. So you are trying to make the right seasoning for the dish, but you were not being able to figure out. You understand? It was like you were having difficulties, another way of saying, I was having difficulties. I was having. You see, I was having. Past continuous. I was having, but then it's not negative. I was having difficulties figuring out the right seasoning. It's a little complicated, right? Okay, also, Damaja, try. When I was When I was coming, I was not going to Sripada. Sripada mountain. Huh? X. Vertex? Vertex.
Like a peak.
The peak?
Yes.
The mountain peak. Let me check this vertex. Sometimes you may find some words on the dictionary that we may not use much. A turning point, a principal, a highest point, summit. Usually we say summit or top. Vertex. I think I have never heard vertex. Because sometimes you check the dictionary and then it shows maybe something that is not used, not common word, you know. But it's correct, vertex. Mountain. I was not going to the Sripada mountains vertex. Like the vertex of the mountain, right? The vertex of the mountain, yeah. Of the mountain. The mountain's vertex. Or usually the top. Or the peak.
Up below.
Mountain peak. Okay. That was a little difficult. Negative. Let me see now interrogative. Look at the construction. Were you not
Question.
were you not
Environment be
were you not
not come. Okay.
were you not coming ing, no, with ing, were you not coming at that time? Yeah, it's possible. I can imagine this being used. Were you not coming at that time? See, it's a question. Were you not coming? Okay, negative. Try.
Negative question.
Negative question. No, not a negative question. Negative question is this: weren't you coming? See, weren't you coming? Were you not coming? Wait, it's also the same. No, interrogative. I want. Were you not coming? No, were you coming? Yeah, this is what I want. Sorry. Were you coming? That was a negative question, right? Interrogative. Just were you coming? Were we?
He studying.
Were we studying?
Dhamma.
Were we studying Dhamma? You can say when something happened, or you can also, were we studying Dhamma yesterday? It's already enough. Like, for example, were we studying Dhamma yesterday? Yeah, it's a question. You can ask like that.
Where you stay?
Where were you?
Where were you staying? Where were you staying? Where were you staying in Anuradhapura? For example, where were you staying in Anuradhapura? Where were you staying? Okay, Dira Loka. This one is not difficult. Interrogative like this. Hmm. Hmm? When? Remember, it's a question, no? When?
The Buddhism.
This is not a question, no?
Became.
Huh?
Became.
No. When the Bodhisattva became Buddha.
Was Mahamaya Devi
Was Mahamaya Devi
living?
living? Living means alive. So was Mahamaya Devi alive? Then it's past. So was Mahamaya Devi living as a human? Was Mahamaya, because you need a ing over here. Was Mahamaya Devi living? Was she living? I think you need to say, for example, was Mahamaya Devi living? I think living here is she was living.
When
Ah.
Mahamaya Devi
Because I think the meaning here is more like was she alive? Right? So then it's not the ing. I think it's not really the it's not really the past continuous. Was she alive? This is just simple past, I think. When the Bodhisattva became Buddha, was Mahamaya Devi staying with him? For example, someone can ask like that, right? When the Bodhisattva became Buddha, was Mahamaya Devi staying with him? Was she staying with him at that time? Then it's okay. Was she staying, this is past continuous, with him?
No.
No, right? Okay.
He was passed away.
Yeah, she had passed away, no? Huh?
Were people.
Were people
Were people preparing
preparing
the arms.
the alms?
In
Alms?
in
Were people preparing the alms
the Dhanasala.
in the Dhanasala? Okay, like a refectory, right?
Yes,
Refectory?
yesterday.
Yesterday? Were people preparing the alms in the refectory yesterday? Yes. Supavas. Were you studying?
Study English yesterday.
Were you studying English yesterday? Okay. Bandit.
Was the teachers
Was the teacher teaching English? No, was is in the past. Ah, yeah. At that time, yeah. Was the teacher teaching English? Teacher teaching? Yeah. It's okay. Okay. Pandey, now you cannot escape.
What? Worldly?
Sorry?
Worldly?
Wordling?
Worldly?
Yeah. Worldling. Like this.
Yeah,
Wordlings, no wordlings.
having
Were the wordlings having
development.
all defilements? Were the worldlings were they having all defilements? Just that enough? Like finish? Were they having huh?
Worldly have all development.
Yeah. Kilesa.
Yeah.
But in the past, were they having defilements? Were they having defilements at that time? Okay, it's okay. Yeah, it must be in the past. Okay. Were they having defilements at that time? Okay. Jnana Savar.
Was I doing like not respect you?
Was I disrespecting? Yeah, disrespecting.
This respect.
Yeah, disrespecting. Was I disrespecting you yesterday, for example? Was I disrespecting you yesterday when I said that? For example, was I disrespecting you yesterday when I said that? Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine. Were you?
Were you
Were.
you
Yeah, were you?
the teacher?
Were you the teacher? No, were you? Were you? You need a verb over here. Verb.
Were you teaching?
Were you teaching?
Were you teaching the student?
Were you teaching the students? This I don't know how to write. Huh? For example, were you teaching the students? Yes. In the past, were you teaching the students? For example, during the first year of the course. This happened in the past, okay? The first year of the course. So were you teaching the students at that time, during the first year of the course? This okay. Okay, we finished this past continuous. Past continuous. Good. Vocab. Did some vocab. Now, this is past continuous. I want to finish. So let me go quickly. Go. Here, past continuous. This line, this line, this line. Over here. Present perfect. Present perfect. Construction. Affirmative. Subject. Have or had. No, had is past. Must be have or has, right? Have or has. Plus the participle. Okay, for example, I have been there. I have been there. You have spoken well. You have spoken well. Okay, this is affirmative. Now, what about negative? Negative, we have subject, and then have or has, and then not, and the participle. For example, they have not done the homework. They have not done the homework. Negative.
Me too.
Interrogative. Interrogative. Have or has. Subject. And then the participle. And then question mark, right? Okay. For example, have or has he taken my things? Has he taken my things? For example. Okay. So this one we use for what? to talk about an action that happened in the recent past, a recent past, and in the past or in the past, but connected to the present. But meaningful or connected or but meaningful to the present. Something like that. Let's see some examples. Affirmative. Let's make some sentences. Affirmative. I or the teacher has given us the instructions carefully. You see? The teacher has given us the instructions carefully. A few minutes ago. Recent past. Recent past. A few minutes ago. The teacher has given us the instructions carefully a few minutes ago. Here, pay attention. A few minutes ago, I'm paying attention to it as past. It's the past. Why I don't use simple past? The teacher gave us instructions. Yes, because it's like recent past and it's connected to the present. It's meaningful right now. It's important. Something that happened recently in the past and it has a meaning. It's important now in the present. If it was something like not connected to the present, then you could use, yes, simple past. Okay. Another example, the teacher has given us the instructions carefully a few minutes ago. Or the birds have started chirping. The birds have started chirping earlier in the morning. The birds have started because recently in the past. So for example, recently, I can say recently. This is a type of expression connected to this tense is like recently, or you see, for example, a few minutes ago, or some time ago, but some like recently, okay? This is relative. The amount of time is relative. It may be actually a long time. Okay, affirmative. You understand? The birds have started chirping earlier in the morning, recently. This means in the recent past, the birds started. So they have started chirping. Chirping is like singing. Or the monks have begun. The monks have begun. Or the monks have started going for Pindapata. They have started going for Pindapata recently in the past. Like that, you know? They have started going for Pindapata. A few days ago, for example. A few days ago they have started going for Pindapata.
Now they are continuing.
Yeah, they have started and they haven't stopped. Yeah, they have something that hasn't finished. Okay, give me some example. Try doing it more quickly. Let's try this one a little quicker. Go. You start. Mm-hmm. Bhante Magavihari has gone out. A few hours ago. Perfect. Dilog.
Foreign Minister
The foreign minister
has gone to India
has gone to India
to ask
to ask
aids.
to ask for aid, for financial aid, for example, no? The foreign minister has gone to India, then let's put when. Must be recent past.
Yesterday. No. 3 days ago.
Yes, no.
Just now? You can say even just now, like recent past, you can say just now. The foreign minister has gone to India just now to ask for financial aid. Okay, Santavacho. Let's try to finish this.
I have done writing.
I have done writing. No. I have done. You have finished writing. I have finished writing. This is okay. The article. Yeah. Just now, for example. Even just now, you can say this. Just now, you see? Just now means just a few minutes ago, a few seconds ago. Just now. Okay. Subhas.
We have
We have
studied.
We have studied.
We have started.
We have started. Started. We have started.
Study.
Started studying. We have started studying the Nisayam Muttaka course. Yes. A few months ago, for example. Good. Pandit. The Dhamma. It has. Has taught. No. The Dharma has taught. Then this is the Dhamma. This is like active voice. The Dhamma teaches. The Dhamma is teaching here. The Dhamma has taught. Unless you want to say the Dhamma has been taught, then it's passive voice. Has been taught by the Buddha, for example. The Buddha. The Dhamma has been taught by the Buddha. Yes. The Dhamma has been taught by the Buddha. Then it's okay. Taught. Okay, also. I have
got to visit my family.
I have got to visit
My family.
my family. I have got to visit my family. No, a few years ago. A few months ago. I have got to visit means I need to visit. Then you have to say here in this case, I have visited. I have visited my family. A few months ago, or even a few years ago, if you pay attention to it as recent past. I have visited my family a few months ago. Yeah, this is okay. But I have got. This means like I need. I have gone. I have gone. I have gone. I have gone to visit. Okay. Then it's better. I have gone. Jnana samvaru. Jnana samvaru. The verb must be in the participle form. I have already cleaned. Cleaned. Yeah, the participle, no? Remember, the verb has like to clean, and then we have past is cleaned, and then the participle in this case is cleaned. Right? For example, to go, and then went, and gone. So you have to know these forms of the verb, no? So clean is a regular verb, so it's the same as the past. You see, it's the same. It's a regular verb. I have already cleaned the gilampasa sala. How do we say it in English? Maybe we can call it the juice hall, medicine hall, medicine hall, medicine room, talking hall. Okay, I have already cleaned the medicine room. Okay, also, Damajut. I have given. Here, to give, past is gave, and the participle given. It's irregular verb, okay? I have given flowers to the Buddha. Huh? A while ago. 5? 5 years? You can say 5 minutes if you want, or 5 minutes ago. Okay, 5 minutes ago. Okay, don't worry. Huh? 5 years ago, I have given. If you pay attention to as if it was recent past, it's kind of okay, yeah. Okay, this was affirmative. Then we have to also do negative and interrogative with this tense, but today we'll have to stop. But I think I want to finish this review. I think this is actually the last one we did. And then we can move on, or maybe some few other extra things we did. But anyways, we can move on from next class onwards, I think.